Hello, beautiful people of the internet. My name is Ryan. Welcome back to Blueprints and our blind playthrough. This is episode 118, and I'm doing something risky on this episode. It's day 180. And the thing that I'm doing that's risky is I'm going to try and record a Blueprints episode while my daughter is supposed to be napping. So far, she is refusing to fall asleep. And I'm the only parent in the house. So I'm responsible. So we're going to play the game, and I'm going to keep an eye on the baby monitor at the same time. And we'll see if we can't do two things well at once. Okay. So, welcome back. In the last episode, we experimented trying to solve the heavy as the crown puzzle and failed. If failure means not to solve the puzzle. If being puzzled in a puzzle game is a success, then in a lot of ways I'm a winning. So here's my plan for today. We failed on that, but we did we failed, quote unquote, in air quotations. But we got more information, including an extra clue towards the Red Prince draft. We also discovered a basement key doorway outside in tunnel, which I am very excited to try and chase down. We are no longer cursed. We do have a royal scepter. We have the ability to draft some stuff. Here's my thought. Our goal today is just to get a basement key. We need to go to antichamber. We need to get a basement key, see what's in that tunnel outside. And along the way, we may do some things like try and draft shrine outside, etc. I am very interested in observatory because, as I mentioned on the last episode, I did a lot of thinking on the last episode, talking out loud, about frankly, the heavy is the crown puzzle and what it might, how we might solve it. It's the central thing I'm sort of revolving around right now is this puzzle and how we might solve it. I need my plan right now. I have not drafted outside yet because my plan is to grab Geist bedroom so that I have dice so that I can try and get shrine outside so that we can get the whole setup back and moving once more. 4 minus 8 is -4 squared is 16. Oh Lord. 6.5. Flipped is 5.6. Like 6.5 flipped is 5.6. I don't know, brother. Times 10 is 56. Times 10 is 560. Plus 10, 580. Plus 10 plus 10, 580. Plus 2600 plus 14 plus 14 equals 628. Flipped is 826. There's no way this is right. There's just no way any of this is right. There's just no way what I've just done is correct. Here's what we're going to do. We're going to come back to that later. I'm just sitting there being like, why am I doing this? I don't want to do this. I love keys, but I don't want to try and figure out what that is right now. That seems like a headache and a half. We need Geist bedroom most of all. That's kind of what we're looking for right now. I'm always down for a treasure trove or a laundry room, but we'll keep the junctions flowing. Junction, what's your function? Little aquarium. We need resources. We're running low on gems and keys. I'll take pantry because it doesn't cost me a gem. So I don't have a a key card. So I cannot go down foundation and then back up. Which is, you know, not excellent. That means I have to get to the 9th rank, get to Antichamber the old-fashioned way, which is finding things that have, levers in them, pulling those levers, and going from there. Dining room here is not terrible, but I think I want to rotate or to redraw. Security is great. Security I would like. Although we really don't need to set up an experiment quite so much as we used to, huh? Okay. Let's do the old security thing, right? Keycard system, security level low. We're gonna go log into the network. We're going to, I don't need to check mail, but I do it anyway. We're going to go check data transfers just in case. Nothing. Staff services. I really thought that I would be getting data transfers like every day. And instead, I have gotten like none. Okay. I think technically there may even be like 2 staff announcements here. Just 1. Dang it. I was going to say, I think I took an extra day. Like, I didn't check the, at the end of last episode, I did a very quick day where I, just checked on the tunnel, basically. So that technically passes another day in game, so I thought maybe there would be 2 staff announcements. There's instead just 1. Anne says, yes, I've heard her ladyship talk about this as well. This is the, if you call it a day in certain bedrooms. When she was still with us. So I can confirm that there's some validity in it, and it's not just another case of Harley rambling on. Or maybe it can be both. Anne is savage. Talking some shit about Harley. This is staff announcement number 23. Why am I screenshotting these? Because at some point, it's just fun to screenshot stuff. We'll special order a metal detector. Oh my god, nose is itchy. We will remote terminal access the laboratory and set up an experiment. We don't need to remove crates from tunnels, which is the exciting thing. So now we get to do other things, which means, I don't know, experiments are maybe less exciting right now. Here's what I don't remember, actually. Hold up. Now, hold up. Can I add one to... Can I add one to... Experiments come with cause and effect. Or trigger and effect. I don't know what you call the second one. The effect of removing a crate from the tunnel is no longer valuable to me, meaning experiments are less valuable to me. I was sitting here thinking, though, adding gold to my allowance, not very valuable. I have a ton of money. I have more money than I need on almost every run. However, one thing I'm still very curious about is right now in the upper left-hand corner of my screen. Stars. Is there an effect where I add stars? There is. Let's go. So this is now what we want, actually. This is what we want. So I want to do packet manage. I want to redo packet management. I don't know if I included that one in the last packet management, but I'm going to add it right now. So let's go back through it. Each time you eat an apple is one of the ones that I think I can trigger a bunch of times in a run. We want upgraded. Next 3 times you unlock and open a chest is not great. Pulling different antechamber levers is doable. It's like 3 or 4, maybe 5. So it's really not bad. Each time you draft an upgraded floor plan is amazing. Each time you access a different terminal today is a lot of work for 3 to 4, so it's not amazing, but every room we draft within the next 40 seconds I like. Each room with a fireplace was not actually good. Rank 9 is less. I would be willing to get rid of that one. Drawing room floor plan I think is great. And so both of the lose steps ones, when you draft a red room, lose 5 steps, and then that one I'm okay with. This other one I am not okay with. I open my map an average of 100 times. Like, the honest answer is probably like 40 times a run. Every single time I draft a room, I open my map, meaning I would lose 100 steps every single run. I never have more than 100 steps. I probably total more than 100 steps because I start with like 70 and then I add 20 from dining room and I add 5 from lunchbox or whatever and I buy a couple things. But that leaves no, like, I can't do that one. And by can't, I mean maybe I could try to look at my map less. I'm uninterested in looking at my map less. So we can't do that one. It's interesting. It's very interesting. I like the negative effect. I like how interesting that is, but I can't do it. So we have 5. We need 3 more. Draft a red room, lose 5 steps. I don't want to be forced into drafting red rooms. I just don't. That said, Banner of the King makes this one really interesting. I could like ruin a run by deciding to do this at the last second. So let's do it. It's kind of interesting. Lose 5 steps plus draft a red room. So that's max. How many red rooms are there? 8? That's plus aquarium, so 9. That's max 45 steps. Maybe. So we need 2 more. I don't draft enough bedrooms to make that worth it. I don't really spend that many gems drafting rooms, unfortunately. We do draft some shops these days. I like locksmith. I like laundry room. I like commissary. And I could always just try to draft more. So that's 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah. So I still think trash while digging could end up being amazing. But trash while digging, let's try it. Because it's either going to be amazing or terrible. We want gain 1 star. We want probably permanently lose 1 to your allowance or add 1 to your allowance. Stock your pantry with fruit. We should do because I'm interested to see what happens with the app because we need more footsteps, and I'm interested to see what happens with the eat 3 apples, stock your pantry with fruit, or eat an apple. Increase your lockpicking skill. I'm still into. Set your dice to 2, I think, is still good. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I need 2 more. Unseal one of the doors of the antechamber is not great. Seems fine. Gain 1 random item, then set your keys to 0. Oh shit. No way. No way. Let's do spread dirt on the driveway. It's just fun. It's just fun. I don't know. I like getting to dig stuff up. It's like opening presents. And then half your steps for 4 ivory dye is kind of insane. It's aggressive. Especially when we have a reroll mechanic that we like, which is study. Let's do set your steps to 40 because it can be used to give you a lot of footsteps. Okay. Now I can still set up an experiment, right? Did it change what was in here? It did not. Okay, so we will do gain a key, gem, or die, and we'll do drawing room floor plan. Okay, so we've changed the packet management, and we will attempt to focus on stars because I'm interested. There's apparently a larger constellation than I have seen in the past than Inqua. So we don't have keys or gems, and we don't have dice. So I think what I'm gonna do is actually, oh wait, nope, no gems. Okay, we're gonna go back all the way to the start of the house and draft where things are less likely to be locked, and see if we can't get a key, a couple dice for. Should I try and solve this? This feels nuts to me. 13. Do you flip it first, then half it? Flip it, then do this? 31 flipped is 15 and a half. Flipped and then half. 13 flipped is 31. Halved is 15 and a half. Times 10 is 155. Times 10 is 1,550. Plus 10 plus 10, 1570. Plus 20 plus 20, 1610. Plus 28 is 1638. Flipped is 8361. And it just doesn't do anything. Like, plus 19, that doesn't make any sense. But you don't actually add it? I don't know. Did we just guess on this one? 1. Damn it, it wasn't 1. All right. That one's crazy to me. Yeah, that one's wild. Give me a dice, please. I guess I don't have to take the dice. I just kind of thought it would be. At this point, I'm out of everything. I've fallen so low. I don't have the gems for commissary. If we take break room, I'm going to have to solve another impossible math test. Let's go see if we can solve it. 9. 28 minus 12. 28 minus 12. Hold up. Am I thinking of this right? 28 minus 12 is 16. Rounded to 16. Flipped to 61 times. Am I doing this right? Times 20 times 10 is 610. I'm doing something wrong. 610 plus plus 41. 610 plus 41 is 651 rounded to 650 flipped to 56. Something is wrong. I don't know what I did wrong, but it's apparently I went to bed last night, woke up, and now I can't do math. I can't solve these puzzles. Well, it's probably time to get rid of break room in terms of its rarity then, because if I can't do it, then we're in trouble. I'll take Geist bedroom and take it outside and get shrine. The only we gotta start drafting laundry room instead, and let's go outside, get shrine, and then we'll go from there. Wow, my confidence is at an all-time low right now. I'm on the right track, but I can't solve it. I can't do math now either. At least my daughter's asleep. She finally fell. She gave in. No shrine. There it is. We have 78, so we can get Blessing of the Monk, which means we can At this point, I'm just assuming... At this point, I'm just kind of assuming I want Blessing of the Monk because it is helpful to me in general. I may or may not be using it to put Throne Room out here, but I can test other things with it. I can use it to make sure that I draft a room that I want. I could be wrong about this assumption, but I'm just getting this because I think I want it, generally. So, with that accomplished, our goal now is to go inside and draft Laundry Room, then Treasure Trove. We want Laundry Room to get 12 keys. Treasure Trove is also fine to draft right this second. The only problem with it is it does not give us a junction. And I don't have a gem for it either way. Never mind. So what we actually want is Trophy Room. Trophy Room, Laundry Room, then Treasure Trove. I don't know. Wonder what I'm doing wrong on that break room puzzle. This run could be short. This specific day could be very short, which would be fine because we can just go tomorrow and get the basement key. But I'm struggling. I will say one thought I have had recently is Rumpus Room allows us to go through to the other side, which is what we want. One thought I have had recently. I was talking last episode about how this door is locked, meaning I have 0 keys now. Do we take Secret Passage to green? Probably. That'll give us the most junctions. Or to hallway. Problem is hallway will probably take us to Great Hall. I can't afford... Now, hold up. A lot of thoughts going on at once. Let me talk through what I was saying before I do anything else. I was talking last episode about the heavy is the crown problem. One of the things that I may have wrong about it is that I may have the wrong items. I may also have... Speaking of wrong items, I may have the wrong Royal Scepter. I took both crowns to Throne Room. I thought maybe that would solve things. But when we were talking about the Red Prince last time, I may have the wrong color scepter. The problem with that is that I think to get it again, I need to get rid of it. Because, like, to change the color, I have to get rid of it and get it again. So, that's a problem. Unless it does... Does it change color if I put it in coat check? I don't know. I think I'd have to get rid of it. Anyways, what I was saying is... I know we just put Blessing of the Monk outside. However, one of the things I might need to do to try to set up a new solution to the problem, or a new hypothesis to the problem, to answering that problem, is getting rid of Royal Scepter, making it a different color. So I think that's worth thinking about at some point. Because the things I can change, in terms of the puzzle, heavy is the crown. The things I can change. Which crown I take? There's 2 options so far. I've taken both now. What room I go to, that's the huge one. And I think Observatory maybe has something to do with this puzzle. I don't know. And if it's not Observatory, maybe it's outside because of wind and clouds and sky and all that shit. And so the crowns, there's 2 crowns. The effigy, there's just 1 cursed effigy. The scepter, there are different colors. So what piece I shift next is probably a thing I need to think about. I think right now I want to... What do I want to draft in this exact room? Unfortunately, Cloister has a cost, and I can't afford it. Can't draft... Courtyard has a cost, and I can't afford it. Hallways... Passageway has a cost, and I can't afford it. I've already drafted Hallway. East Wing Hall is different. I have one gem to draft a room with a lot of junctions here. I could take red. Go for chapel. If I go for gold, I could also get Mount Holly Directory. Or, not Mount Holly Directory. Gift shop. It has no cost. Unfortunately, it's rare, so I don't know how likely I am to get it. And I need a junction here no matter what. I think we probably should pick red. Crazy as it sounds, I think my best bet is chapel. Or weight room. That's amazing. Or weight room. We lose a ton of footsteps, which makes this really rough, but we get an antechamber door and so our southern door is open. And junctions. So we need footsteps. Okay, let's go south first. I wonder if you put the effigy in, the scepter in here, if it gives you a different, if it gives you the option to change color. I really don't know. Should I try it? Then I have to re-get the effigy. I also am a little confused because didn't I call it a day inside of Treasure Trove last time and... I just tried to escape out. The game's like, no, you're stuck here. We'll take Parlor. Now, I have Royal Scepter in my inventory. But I think I called it a day last time in Treasure Trove, which is the room that it sometimes does not stay in your inventory. It goes to Treasure Trove. I'm so confused. I probably should do this one, unfortunately, because I'm out of resources. The gems are in the box with a true statement. This is the second statement on the box. Okay? There's 2 statements each? No. Both statements on the black box are false. So, this cannot be true because the second statement here is true. So this must be false. Because both statements are false. So this is false. This is potentially true. It depends on the first statement. And then this one, no, it has to be true because the second statement is true and the box can't be half true, half false. So this is true. Meaning the gems are in here, right? Statements containing the word statements are always true. That's not true because so those 2 are false. This is true. Yeah? Please. I need a confidence boost after break room. Let's go. We'll take trophy room here. This is fine. Now I'm curious. I want to do that again. I want to... Okay, so I'm sitting here being like, if I were... Here's what I'm sitting here thinking. If I do need to change the color here, which does have... And I did look at this last time. Last episode. 1 second. So... Here, the book is like we start off in the book of like this is what we don't want to do, right? I talked about this last time. Red throne, red crown of rubies, red castle made of stone, red prince. There's a scepter and an effigy sitting on a throne, which to me is like that's big. Because why you would put these two... Now, hold up. Is it in this draft too? It's not. Now, that's interesting. The effigy and the scepter are not in this draft. So if we start in, like, what we don't want to do is head towards red, right? One thing that is in this page, which is really interesting, is Orinda. He could not stand the sight of a canary or a crow with a swan in the snow. Which is yellow, black, white. The problem is, I'm sitting here debating, basically. Like, the book ends on blue, right? But we should try that. We should definitely try it. Sorry, I'm completely lost in thought and not saying anything out loud, which is not how you make good YouTube videos. Here's what I'm sitting here thinking. To me, so much of the game has pushed us towards a Orinda, like in the political machinations of the game. We know we have red equals bad, right? And for a very long time, I have read black, aka Orinda. Finn equals red equals bad. Orinda equals history, equals my uncle's obsession, equals, in my mind, good. However, so when I see this page, what I think on this page is, sure, the red prince doesn't want to go yellow, black, or white. He has no sight for other colors, right? But I have always sort of, I guess I have sort of assumed, it's why I did this right away, right? Like, throne room is the most interesting room in the game to me. It's the room that appeals to me, right? I made this black right away. I've just been like, well, my uncle is obsessed with it, and there's that glimpse. There's so much, like, amazing Orinda lore that Orinda is obviously where the heart of the game is. It's where the focus of the game is. But the book doesn't end on the color black. It also doesn't end on the past. It ends on the future. This is definitely worth trying. We should do that. And I will kick myself a little bit if I am... But it doesn't make any sense. I don't know. I have a million thoughts at once, and I'm going to keep playing the game rather than talking about them all. It doesn't make sense to take the blue scepter to the throne room, because the throne room is a black room. You should take the black scepter to the throne room. But maybe what we do is we go to observatory. I don't know. But in the picture, he's not sitting. We have to, at this point, to put... I feel like I'm not saying any of this very well, and I apologize for that, but I am sort of lost in the sauce. In the way that, like, good puzzles make you lost in the sauce. The things I'm saying make perfect sense to me. I hope they make some sense to you. I'm reading now, and I've been reading it for a while, The Red Prince, the book, as a love letter specifically to her son under a regime, for lack of a better word. It gets changed between Red Prince, the final draft, and Red Prince, the first draft, away from its political message and into something much more palatable to Finn Ares. And so I think we have to assume that the first draft of the Red Prince is meant to be a sort of like spiritual political guidebook for me, the person who is left here in this empty house, dealing with the ghosts of Herbert Sinclair and also of my mother. May she, if she is dead or if she is living, I'm still dealing with her ghosts. The thing I'm running into here is that, to me, the answer has been go towards the past. Go towards Orenda. But the problem is, that's my uncle's answer. Here on this page, and I did not process this enough at the start, the Red Prince is saying I'm not into the crow, which might be my mom saying that she's not into the crow. And either way, she's not saying go to the color black. But if we're not going to the color black, then why do I have the cursed stone of Blackbridge Grotto, an ancient item from the past? I have a blue crown, which is, you know, that's the modern day, I guess. That's the future, I guess. The crown is blue. The crown is not black. So maybe the scepter should be blue too. I don't know. And maybe it should be fucking green. I don't know. I have been kept up at night by this puzzle recently. I don't know, man. I don't know. We'll keep trying things. For now, I need to try to make it to some footsteps, and I need to try to make it to rank 2 the antechamber. So let's take a big deep breath from everything I just said and think about it differently, which is that I have a run in front of me that has 10 footsteps left, and that's a problem. I don't have a secret garden key. I don't have footsteps. I don't have... Dining room takes effect on rank 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I could step out of the house. No, I can't. I say I could step out of the house and go into foundation to make the dining room happen, but I can't do that. We're in trouble. We're in trouble. Especially because I can't solve the freaking... Especially because I can't solve the break room thing, which means that I have no special keys. We have to get some footsteps, or else this run is just cooked. Boudoir, thank you. Boudoir and pantry are the 2 things that could give me footsteps right now. Outside of dining room, rank 8. Or kitchen. Kitchen would be good too. These are 2 footsteps each. Yikes. Okay, all we have to do is go to the south here, technically. Pantry gives us more footsteps. I've missed out on all the rooms I like. Study, laundry room. Yeah. Conservatory. I'll take breakfast nook here. More food. 3 rooms in a row with food. We'll take it. Things are looking up. 36 whole footsteps. 3 keys. Courtyard is fine, I guess. Not amazing, but the other ones are dead ends, and I kind of need to keep drafting, I think. Plus there's a... Let's go. Did I take drawing? Oh my god, I just realized. Did I ruin my... I ruined my experiment today. It's fine. This is not the experiment I care about. I got drawing room 1 time, and I just immediately... No, I drafted it before I even got there. I ruined the experiment before it happened. I had already drafted drawing room. Oh no, and that's a locked door. Oh god. This run is killing me. I don't even have money from Treasure Trove. Because we haven't even gotten Treasure Trove. Which I guess is... Now, hold up. We could take this as an advantage. Royal Scepter has to... You have to call it a day inside of a black bordered room to get it. To keep it. But I don't know that I want to keep it. I think I probably have to solve it the other way around. Okay. New plan. I need to drop Royal Scepter. I need to get rid of it. I also need to plug my headphones in because they're dying. So if I need to drop Royal Scepter and get rid of it, I actually don't want to call it a day inside of a black room today. Meaning, I then need to do... Boy, what's the order of events again? Is it... No, is it draft? Hold up. Is it draft? I do need to call it inside a day. Unfortunately, I do need to call it a day inside of Treasure Trove because I need Treasure Trove to be outside so that I can go to Ares Court, get a key, go in there. But I'll still have the Royal Scepter in my hand. So I guess for a day... Oh, my fucking brain hurts. I guess for today, I need to call it somewhere else. Tomorrow, I need to call it a day inside of Treasure Trove to then make it go outside. What's happening? This is crazy. That's a good plan, though, right? So let me just talk through it a little bit slower and explain myself a little bit more thoroughly. I have the Royal Scepter in my hand. I could get rid of it by, like, running through Lost and Found. I could get rid of it by doing something else. But I think the easiest way is to just not call it a day inside of a black room. We could call it a day inside of Break Room and get a key card, for instance. That'd be excellent. Then I need to draft Treasure Trove in the outdoor slot. The next day I need to go in the morning, solve the in Ares Court puzzle again to get the key to take it to Treasure Trove outside, to unlock it, to get the Royal Scepter, to then choose a different color, choose blue, call it a day inside of blue rooms from there on out. Then we still don't know if I need to go outside or not. That's the next part of it. I still don't know if I need to go outside or not. This is locked. Let's try to get, like, study before we go. I hate all of these options. I guess we'll do pool. That door's locked. We'll go here. I think that's the play. I think we probably should try it outdoors again because I don't think that... Study, thank God. Because I don't think there's anything wrong with... I still think we should... I still think it's probably... The question I'm debating in my head right now is, do I need to draft... Do I need to draft Observatory outdoors? Do I need to draft Throne Room outdoors? Does it need to be outdoors wherever I'm heading? Maybe? I don't know. We'll take Dovecote here because all we need to do is go to the south of Antechamber. I feel like it can't hurt to try it outdoors. I don't know. That's my thought. Locker room spread keys throughout the house, which is fine. This gets us through. Okay, basement key is exactly what we wanted. Now we have to get out of the house. The good news is dining room just got food in it, so that helps. Let's go. Let's go outside of the house. Oh, boy. My brain is up in the clouds right now. But maybe that's where it needs to be because the last page, the second to last page. Again, I do ask myself. I'm sorry to just keep wondering. I do ask myself. The Discord gave me this to break in case of emergency. Not this. Skies parted, clouds withdrew. The prince had a new favorite color. They also did not give me this page. But you could read this as a clue for like, hey, do a different color. I don't know. I don't know. Let's keep going. I'm going to drive myself nuts continuing to think about this. So at some point, I have to set it aside. We have what we need to go open the door inside of tunnel, and that is what is most important at this exact moment. How do I get out of here? We go conference room, which should have a bunch of keys in it. Oh, yeah. Million keys. Do I need these keys? Probably not. We are going to grab them. I thought that was a key, but that was actually just a pin. Grab those. Then we're going to go to dining room to get a couple footsteps because we only have 13. Then we're going to go to tunnel. Dining room is across the way. Beautiful. Pizza? Excellent. Let's go use this key. Okay, now this... now this I am very curious about. Because the last thing I thought was that this probably might go... The excavations have been discovering Orendian ruins. Discovering ancient ruins. So, when there is a tunnel full of excavation material and crates and a foreman's log, my assumption is that this would maybe head towards that. No, you gotta be kidding me. What? Why? What are you doing? 2 doors in a row? Are you gonna make me have every key in the game? Is that what's happening right now? I just got bad at break room. That's so funny. What the fuck is this? What does it say? Now, hold up. Hold up. What does it say for this? What is... it's not going to say it here. I'm like, how can we get around this? Is there a master... There's a master key, but is it... I could not draft it today. I don't have the footsteps, right? Not only do I not have the footsteps, I don't have a place to draft it from. Okay, never mind. Very interesting. I should probably go call it a day inside of break room so that I can see if I can get a key card, right? For tomorrow and try this again. Now, here's the question. Do I coat check this key, call it a day in break room, and come down? Let's do it right away. Let's do it right away. Where's coat check? I never drafted coat check. Dang it. Okay, never mind. I really thought I was going to get in there. And it's locked behind a keycard door. Interesting. Okay. Well, let's go again, right? Let's go again. I don't have coat check, right? I just don't have coat check. Call it a day. I'm curious about this. Very curious about this. The fact that there's 2 doors, to me, the fact that there's 2 doors and a filing cabinet key suggests that there's going to be like 8 doors, you know? I didn't even mean to say 8, but it might be 8 because that's a special number, right? I was just saying there could be a lot of doors. It could be 8 doors because 8 turned on its side is a special number for these people. We have key card. The problem is we don't have basement key. The solution to that is to go do exactly what we just did. I no longer have Royal Scepter. Let's go ahead and do this. Let's just play the game. Let's play the game and get to rank 8 or to the antechamber as quickly as possible. That's not what I meant to click. Shit. I should go draft outside though, because I don't want break room out there, I don't think. And also I don't even know that it'll work technically, because it sometimes does not. But we should go out there and draft a room in a second when we get an opportunity. I think we just keep going up this side. Locked, and I don't have a key. Okay. This is unlocked. There's all of our rooms. Passageway means I'm completely out of gems now. These are all pretty bad. Great Hall we can take here, because it is not a problem. This is a weird one. I should not have grabbed Southern Cross, but I did. We'll take Parlor. At this point, I'd rather solve a Parlor puzzle than a break room puzzle. I say that. I'm going to get a tough one. Just wait. There's only one true box. Both statements written on the other boxes are false. The box with the most words does not have gems. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. This statement is, this box does not have gems. If this is true, both statements written on the other boxes are false, then, sorry, this one cannot be true. Because if it is true, then it is the only true box, but this one has to be false. So this one cannot be true. Which means that both of these cannot be false. One of them can be false, though. If this is true, there is only one true box. Then this one is false, meaning this one has the gems. If this is false, it cannot be false. It has to be true. This one has the gems. Because if it is false, then it negates itself. Right? Okay, we're good. Woo! Exercising the brain a little bit today, that's for sure. Coin pouch. Coin purse. Let's go get an outdoor room. Maybe it'll be something beneficial. I gotta look at the sky. I gotta wait for the clouds to part. Schoolhouse. I don't want that. Tool shed is fine. Trading post is fine. We'll take tool shed and hope for something good. Shovel's fine. Lockpick is also good. Okay. Our goal here is just to get a basement key. Our A goal is to get a basement key. Our B goal is to get as many special key cards as possible. Unfortunately, that means I probably need to do okay at break room. Or we need to draft luxury showroom. Or, and try and get a master key. Or we need to draft music room, locksmith, etc. So we've got some interesting things to do here. We're going to need a study at some point, 100%. We're going to have to avoid drafting archives as long as possible. We could use Banner of the King to make shops more doable, which would get us both locksmith and... That's interesting. Locksmith and luxury showroom. If we choose black, we'll get treasure trove, which will give us more money that we could then use on those shops, but I don't know. That's an interesting thing I've never really done before. Let's do shop rooms. That's a weird one, right? I've never done that before. A gold Banner of the King. I think chapel is fine here. And I do not need to go in there yet. With Southern Cross, I may have really kind of screwed the pooch in terms of, like, getting... See, this is excellent for us right now. But... let's do it. Let's draft laundry room, but we're not going to use it yet. And here's why. There's still a chance that we could draft luxury showroom like any second now. If we do, we're going to want to have... I just remembered. Holy shit. We need to power laundry room. We need to power laundry room and to switch our stars and allowance at some point. That's the way to get a ton of stars. The way to get a ton of stars, because our allowance is not that important right now. There's the gift shop. It's fine. Could also take coat check and get it out of the way here. It's probably a decent spot to do it. Commissary here is pretty good, honestly. It turns the right way. We have the ability to buy some stuff. I don't know that we will. Gem, sledgehammer, metal detector, salt shaker. Metal detector would be great. Showroom, perfect. I want to see how much I want to see if the master key is here. 80. I'm buying it right now. Okay, so now Moon Pendant is also really nice. Oh, it's okay. In the back of my head, I was like, Master Key has some weird language on it, but I don't know where to read that language unless I shouldn't have bought it. Opens all doors in the estate that can be opened with regular keys. I wonder why they phrased it that way if they're going to have a weird little puzzle at the tunnel of the game that makes you do some other shit. Let's go see if we can solve this break room puzzle. I need to solve this break room puzzle because it's the key to getting more other keys. -4 plus 1 is -3. Squared is 9. Divided by 9 is 1. And this is the weird one. 17 times 4 is 3468. Rounded to 0, probably. 34 rounded to 0. Squared is nothing. Times nothing. Oh my god, there were 2 17s. Shit. No. That's not 2 17s. That's flipped 17. So I think it's 71 times 4. Oh my god, we got to get Google out again. 71 times 4 is 284 rounded to 300 squared. So 300 times 300 equals 90,000 divided by 10 divided by 10 divided by 9, which is a good sign, because that means we're probably on the right track. That equals 100 minus 81 is 19. Please give me a secret garden key. God damn it. I'm going to buy a gem here. Okay, there's only 3 coins, but... Well, the last thing we need right now is keys. Great Hall is openable, so we should do this. This will give us materials. I forgot. We even have a lock-picking kit. We have a lock-picking kit, regular keys, and a master key that will just do anything. This is an interesting run. At the very least, you have to admit this is an interesting run. We're getting a little bit of money there. We could go... with a little bit of money, we could... like, switch our... keys and... gems, right? Which would mean more gems, which is better. That is unlocked already? Yeah? Okay. One of these has to have, like... a key or a gem in it, right? Gem. Perfect. Couple coins. If we made our way to laundry room right now, we could spend a couple coins to give ourselves a couple gems, but I think we should wait and see if we can get treasure trove. If we can get treasure trove and get a bunch of gems, that'd be helpful. Okay, so... what a weird run here. Good place to do Geist Bedroom, I think. We have Southern Cross available, and we have the shop thing available. So the more we get rid of... Locksmith would let us buy special keys, so we should save money for Locksmith. Do you have a key card? So the major keys are... Secret Garden Key, Silver Key, Prism Key. Please don't tell me I have to have the Room 8 key. Oh my god. Please don't tell me. That would suck so bad. I think we want Weight Room here. What's the southern door? Am I missing anything for special keys? We have... Room 8, or the 8 key, whatever that's called. Secret Garden, Silver, Prism, key card. Basement. We have Master Key, which is probably helpful. File Cabinet Key. Mount Hall. Let's do Pantry here. Give us a couple coins. And our footsteps are once again low, but that's okay. We should eventually get, like, boudoir or something. Casino here is fine, but we're almost out of gems, unfortunately. Shit. I do have some redraws here. We need a trophy room. Excellent place to put Mount Holly gift shop. Secret passage is not going to work here. Storeroom gives us gems and a couple coins. We're getting there. Our money's getting there. 20 footsteps. There's Locksmith. We should take this. There's also Study. We should take Locksmith first, though. Because after we buy out special keys from here, we can spend the money on... laundry room for gems. Prism key. Excellent. We still need Secret Garden. We need if we're just trying to get all the keys we can, which I have to assume is what we're doing here. Still need Secret Garden and Silver are the more common ones. They wouldn't make me get the Room 8 key, would they? That'd be so cruel. You'd have to coat check it. Like, you'd have to. Or change the rarity of 16 footsteps. I need to think about this a little bit. Dining room is at the entrance, which is where I need to go for laundry room right now. That said, dining room has no food in it right now. Boudoir would still give us some footsteps. Oh no, I clicked the wrong thing. I just clicked the wrong thing. God dang it. Oh, I just made such a big mistake. If I'm on the right track about needing special keys, major keys. God dang it. We can't take Rotunda because we have no gems. This run is over, actually. No, we can go foundation. I forgot. We can go foundation. Okay, let's try another break room puzzle real quick. 20 times 20 divided by 20 should just be 20 because those cancel. Then -6 squared 36 rounded to the nearest 100 or 0. I think it's 0, right? -7 squared is 49. Still rounds to 0. 7. This is all 0 plus 13. Okay. The normal key. 2 normal keys. What a weird day today has been. What a weird day. I think I need to take Dovecoat rotated to the right. What's the goal right now? Just to get as many special keys as possible, but I only have 12 footsteps, and I'm going to have to get to antechamber to get the... Right now, the goal is take basement key and key card to the tunnel and see if that works. The problem is I have so few steps. To get out of here right now, I'd have to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Get footsteps at dining room, so I have a couple more footsteps. But of course, I'm not even at rank 8 yet, so I have to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, which is just not, it doesn't work. If I leave the house now, I don't get the food. So I can't go up into foundation to... I suppose I could leave the house. I don't have enough footsteps. I'd be at like 7 footsteps here. I'd have to go around, up into foundation, and then back out to get footsteps from dining room. So that doesn't work either. Okay, well, what a weird run this has been. Give me some turnips and keep this run alive. Otherwise, I have to draft boudoir here and get very lucky. Kitchen works, actually. Kitchen's great. I don't have the gems. Pantry has footsteps in it, so this is fine. Oh, boy. I made some mistakes on this run. That's for sure. I have to take archives, which is crazy. This gets me to rank 8. 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. It's all 0. So we have to draft some food here. Boudoir, please. That was... Oh, what? I think this might be enough footsteps to make it happen. That's crazy, by the way. We can draft here. We just shouldn't... Kitchen, that's beautiful. And I can afford it. Oh my god. It's rigged. The game is rigged. In my favor. I don't know if we've got any, if we've got any green rooms in the house. I'm sure we do, right? Two green rooms with aquarium. So this would be 10 footsteps for 5 coins. It's fine. So I now have to go into foundation to get the extra footsteps. And then we need to draft something that goes into antechamber right here. So I should get footsteps, or I should get gems first somehow. Music room is big, but I don't have gems for it. God dang it. I need something that gives me gems. Please be trophy room. Not trophy room. Good thing I bought that master key, huh? Super useful. That's footsteps. We need gems at this point, unfortunately. So I have to draft this room correctly. Meaning I'm going to go down to kitchen right now and draft out the other side of kitchen and hope that we get some gems. I could probably just walk back to laundry room to get a couple. It's probably what I should do. Planetarium will give us at least one. Right? I'll take the archived room, see what it does. Maid's chamber. Yikes. Okay, so I guess what we're doing is we're going back, getting footsteps, and getting stuff from laundry room. I am really happy. What a chaotic run. I am really happy with the idea that we should power laundry room to get bigger stars. Because otherwise, I have to take forever to get bigger stars. You know? Like, or to raise our star count. I have to draft observatory a million times. So what I'd rather do is actually probably focus on raising allowance. No, what I should do is power laundry room as soon as possible. Because then I could just get like one experiment that gives me... Went the wrong way. One experiment that gives me more stars. And I would be at about 100, which is kind of my guess for what would happen, right? Like, Inkwell happened at 50. It's a nice round number. We could also open this, right? There's no way we will actually get to this doorway because it is closed off. But we tried. Okay. Laundry room, dining room. Now, I think I can afford a couple gems here. I can either swap keys and gems or swap gems and coins. This gives me 10. Excellent. I wish I could sell my keys to the locksmith. Hey, take these 8 keys. I don't need them. I have 8 keys plus a lock picking kit. Plus a master key. And I accidentally got rid of my prism key. Salmon. Okay. Now, we get to go back and try and draft the right thing. This run had some mistakes, and by mistakes I mean some unfortunate things happening. Key card? Sorry. Wasting the prism key by accidentally misclicking that hurt. The other thing is that I should not have clicked. I guess I'm just in a rush, and I don't know why I am. Probably because my daughter is going to wake up any second from her nap time, and That's what I get for trying to squeeze this in, I guess. But the accidental Southern Cross clicking was not good for my run. These like archives having to be drafted, and Cloister's great. Cloister's perfect. It just did not help with the this pretty normal run turned into a very weird run, and then I made some mistakes. So we're gonna dig all these up. We're going to draft in this room real quick in the hopes that I can get my... I have 2 break rooms already. In the hopes that I can get music room. Because if I can, then I would have 1 extra major key. And that would maybe tell us something. Does music room cost 2? I think it might. Vestibule. Music room costs... $2. Okay. This is an excellent vestibule, to be honest. We don't know about that one. We take pool here, probably, although it does ruin the draft pool. So we can take this one. Attic costs 3 gems and doesn't get us anything. Lost and found. We don't want to walk in there right now. Rotunda gives us enough to potentially draft music room here. Nothing. And what's worse is I just drank from my wrong drink. Just drank a day-old water. Ew. Wonder what this room is. Wine cellar. Okay. Couple gems. Doesn't hurt. All right. We're going to go walk into here. Lost and Found could have an interesting... Can I see what's on the table if I don't enter? No. Maybe I'll be able to see from this direction, you know? Because if it had, like, it could have... It could have, like, a secret garden or something, like, key sitting on the... I think that is hall pass and probably stopwatch. So I don't want either of those. Okay. That's fine. Now we know. We tried to get 1 extra special key. And it probably won't matter because we have this. Let's go ahead and step in here because we have extra footsteps. Sorry, what I meant to say is, like, if they are requiring you to have every extra, like, major key in the game, then it won't matter that I don't have 1 extra or 1 specific major key because I also don't have a million of the other ones. Now, we are at that point in the game where Foundation is our quickest way out. Way quicker in terms of footsteps and probably running than anything else. I don't actually know if it's faster in terms of time. It's definitely faster in terms of footsteps. Oh. Okay. Tunnel is tempting me. It's teasing me is the word I should use. 1 locked door begets another. Let's see what the second locked door begets, huh? My prediction... Actually, Prism Key... No. I haven't thought about this very well, right? I don't think Prism Key could work down here. Because what does a Prism Key door look like? I also don't know what secret garden key would look like. So maybe we're actually okay? That looks like a dead end. Do I not have the filing cabinet key? Does this stay unlocked? Wait, hold up. This is a new run, right? This is a new run. So this door stayed unlocked. So this door stayed unlocked. This door is unlocked. Oh. I understand. Okay. Okay. I understand. I see what you're doing. It's not what I thought it was, but it's something different. I have a feeling the filing cabinet key now goes in here somewhere. You know what I mean? Oh, I see what you've done. Okay. We have one final decision to make on this run, which is how do I call it a day? We have Blessing of the Monk active. We no longer have our Royal Scepter. Meaning I think that we should go right now. I didn't even draft Treasure Trove today. Holy shit. Meaning that I think we should probably go call it a day in... What are our options for calling it a day? Break Room. I think that will get me a key card that I am not sure that I need. We should probably call it a day there because it's possible this door will relock. This door I don't think did, but basement keys don't tend to relock. They stay unlocked once you've unlocked them. The other doors, they unlock. They relock every time. So I think it's probably safest to go to Break Room. Our other and that doesn't matter for the outside room, but our other option would be to call it a day in Treasure Trove so that we could try and get the true treasure of the trove again. But I can't do that tomorrow anyways because I don't have Treasure Trove. So let's go to Break Room, call it there, and we'll see what awaits us in the next episode. Ah, an unsatisfied taste in my mouth. I want so much more. I want quickest break room is here, which is up to, left to, left to. I want more. But we're going to have to get more by just slowly chomping away at it. I don't think I put anything else in coat check at this point. I think Cursed Effigy is still probably the simplest thing to keep in coat check because it takes 2 days of Cursed to get it to put it there. I would have loved Moon Pendant right now. That would have maybe kept some of these items in my inventory, which would have been nice, but we don't have the money for that. So I think the right call is just to call it a day here. There's strategy here. There's strategy. The strategy moves from what room do I draft next to what room do I call it a day inside of to make our next day better. 9 red rooms today, by the way. Jesus Christ. Because there's 8 red rooms plus aquarium plus closed exhibit. I was like, or no, plus lost and found. Wait, what ones are we missing? Dark room and something else. Lavatory. It does not matter. That's going to do it for this episode. Thanks so much for watching. That's the whole thought. Thanks for watching. I got a smile on my face despite the struggle. I hope you've got a smile on your face despite my struggles too. I'll see you guys next time. Until then, thanks for watching. Bye.